What's poppin', y'all? It's Finesse Choir and I'm back, and this is called Image and Likeness. Now this is based off the NCAA allowing athletes to profit off of their image and likeness. And I'm wearing this because your girl was a volleyball player in college. I went to the University of Virginia and played. I was ACC Rookie of the Year my freshman year, which is actually funny because it's the same thing that Zion won in basketball, but people don't give enough volleyball players credit and y'all don't even know.
Can you guys hear me good?
I was basically the Zion of volleyball. But anyways, I played for several years and I loved it. I played my entire life. But I did not make nan cent off my image and likeness. Not $1, not 1 penny, not 1 nickel, not anything. Because at the time I played, it was against NCAA regulations to make any money. But as of June 30th, athletes are now able to profit off of their image and likeness. I'm going to read the direct policy from the NCAA so you guys can get the exact kind of wording and jargon. The policy provides the following guidance to college athletes, recruits, their families, and member schools. Individuals can engage in NIL, which is name, image, and likeness, NIL activities that are consistent with the law of the state where the school is located. The next is that college athletes who attend a school in the state without an NIL law can engage in this type of activity without violating NCAA rules, which basically means that even if your state doesn't have a law related to this stuff yet, because this is kind of a new topic, it's kind of an issue of first impression in some places, you can engage in this without violating NCAA rules, which is really, really, really exciting. And individuals can use a professional service provider for NIL activities, meaning that you can be endorsed by professionals. You can get money from professional brands, which is so exciting. This is unheard of. Athletes have never been able to profit off of this stuff, and now they can. This policy applies in all 3 divisions, and the reason that this is important for all 3 divisions is because it decentivizes pay for play, meaning that if this was only allowed in Division I schools, it would incentivize people to go to Division I schools. But by allowing it on all 3, there's no additional incentive to going to any of the divisions, 1, 2, or 3. So anyways, what does this look like and what are some examples that we've seen? The first is Gatorade signed its first college athlete, Paige Bueckers. Watch her. And UConn's women basketball team is nice. I mean, they're right up there with Notre Dame, University of South Carolina. I mean, they're good every single year. Paige puts up buckets. The terrible thing about this is right after her announcement, she got injured. So prayers up for Paige Bueckers. That girl is amazing. But yeah, that's one of the first times we've seen that happen. Additionally, Nike just signed a female athlete, Raylyn Turner. So now we're seeing a women's soccer player who's also black and Latina signed with Nike!
Love a black woman for infinite to infinity.
It just energizes me. It's so exciting. Another example is that Baylor basketball player Jared Butler is one of the many student athletes who have joined Cameo, which charges money for sending personalized videos. Butler's videos cost $45. So basically players can send fans personalized videos and then you can get money for it. So every video you send a fan, you can get money for it.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
How exciting is that? Shout out to Cameo for doing that and partnering with student athletes. Also, Auburn quarterback Bo Nix just signed with Milo's Sweet Tea. So we're seeing all these athletes get these deals and it's really exciting. So why is it so exciting? Why is it so important? 1, because they deserve it. Athletes make so much money for their institutions. A lot of institutions actually would have to shut down if they didn't receive the money that they did from athletics. Specifically, men's basketball makes close to $1 billion in revenue per year. They weren't seeing any of that before they were able to profit off of their image and likeness. They were just getting the same amount in scholarships, which pay for the bare minimum in food, living, and housing. But now they're actually able to see the money that they're making for these institutions. Imagine other people not profiting off of the backs of you. Ugh. 2017 athletes are just like rolling over in their graves right now. It's so frustrating. It's also exciting because it's establishing wealth in minority communities. A lot of athletes that play really every sport are in minority communities. And by allowing these young athletes to receive money, it's helping them create these infrastructures for themselves at young ages and, you know, money for when you leave college. A lot of times in college, you're swamped with everything you have going on, practices, classes, traveling, all of that, trying to balance it. And so by the time you get out of college, you're like, wow, I didn't have time for internships because I had to stay over my summers and practice. So it allows you to start a life for yourself, have a little bit of money and infrastructure and figure out what you want to do. And I'm so excited for these times. And although I want to be extremely, 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 extremely salty, I am so, so, so excited that athletes are finally seeing a little money. Money. Money, 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 money. Money.
Child. Anyway, so
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and never forget about the art of finesse.
don't.